Hey everyone, welcome back to my workbench. What a strange series of events on this Nomad. So what happened was, I had it hooked up, screen was getting weird, and I didn't think anything of it. Had to run upstairs, do some stuff, blow some snow, fun things like that. And I come back down, and the screen's off. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. And my power supply I was using to power it up had tripped off for thermal. And I went and picked this up, and this, which is this little doohickey here, which is an inductor, was friggin' hot, man. And then this, let me move this forward a little bit here. And this guy here, the main 5-volt regulator, was smoking hot as well. So I decided, you know what, I think I'm going to, and then it wouldn't turn on then. I mean, even I tried on the battery pack, it wouldn't turn on, and then I went ahead and pulled that inductor out because I realized it's probably part of the high voltage circuit. So the high voltage circuit is only there for the fluorescent tube, which doesn't exist anymore. So what I want to do is see if there's anything else that's connected to that. Well, I think once I pull, yeah, that's this guy here is the main inductor for this. I'm gonna see if there's any power left on it. Right now, it won't power up off an external. It won't power off of a 9-volt external power because that 5-volt regulator is gone. I don't know, but I can still power it up using the external 5-volt supply. I wanted to make sure there's no more. The irony is the image has been solid. I mean, it was getting really weird. And now it seems to be better. What I want to do is see with this on if there's any power sitting on that circuit. We'll try DC voltage. It might be AC. It's hard to say. Here's your ground. This is the only thing that hooked up this guy. So yeah, there's no voltage there. And on those pins, you got nothing. There's still 5 volts on that. This is the power for the. Let's try DC volts. See if there's any AC on there. Nine volts AC. So I thought there was AC on there still. There's still some power coming in on. Let me measure across. Let's see what we got there. Nothing. Okay. Let me tilt this over here. Oh, why is this so cattywampus today? Okay. Let's see, what does that look like on the oscilloscope? Sorry, this is a bit more technical than I usually do. This image looks good still. Yeah, at first I thought it was something to do with being connected to external screen. Yeah, maybe that's an issue. So I had that disc. The funny thing is when it stopped working, it was all disconnected. So it looks like I had a hard failure either on this inductor or the that 5-volt regulator. I think that's the 5-volt regulator, or the inductor took out the 5-volt regulator. It's hard to say. Let's see, what does it look like on that lead? Oh, this is all tangled up. Oh. Saw a story once about a scientist who wanted to discover why. Let's get this. Scope. Time. Channel. DC coupled. Okay. I'll hook into this ground wire here. Put the ground pad there. Let's take a look, see what we look like here. 5 volts, just what I thought, and nothing there. So there's really no AC sitting there. Okay, that's fine. But there's still 5 volts. I wonder where that's coming. There's a couple small chip capacitors there. I'll leave those. So my challenges are thusly. I got in some new buck converters, but I think they're way too big. So I'll have to see if I can work with the little guy again. Now that this 5 volt's been pulled out of the circuit here. This 5 volt regulator has been pulled out. I'm gonna try this buck converter again. You know what? I'm curious. Let me see if that converter's got the oomph for it. Let's see what kind of power, what kind of voltage are we running right now. 4.94, which is okay. Kind of curious what kind of current we have going on here. Turn this off a minute. So we got wired in series. We're gonna go from power supply into the current side, out of the current side, into the unit, out of the unit, into this guy here. Alright, so let's throw on DC amps. Let's see if my meter's blown. No, meter's not blown. That's AC, DC. So she's only drawn 0.6 amps. That's not a lot. 0.6 amps times 5 volts. We're drawing 0.64. 0.64 times 5 volts. 3.2 watts. That's not a lot. So 3.2 watts, that buck converter should be able to handle just fine. And since I don't have that inductor messing with the world, I think I found a better spot to tack in on. This is across the main filter cap coming in here. I'm curious, what does that look like nowadays? Clip onto one of the grounds. This has turned into a much bigger project than I expected. Yeah, see, it's nice. It's super. I got this silly thing in the way here. Hold on. Can't see it. Can't see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the main power supply. Nice and flat. There's barely even any noise on that sucker. So that's your main 5 volt line coming in. So I have, so I tapped in across. I've tapped in across this cap right here. Try a little Maybe I'll see if I can do a little playthrough here, see if it stays steady. If it is, then I can go back in and give that a shot. This is not the most comfortable playing position. So I'm just running this without the external screen to make sure it's nothing to do with that interference. Man, still getting color shifts. What is up with this thing? Oh! Okay, what does the power supply look like right now? What is wrong with you? Getting color shifts. Why am I getting color shifts? Voltage is steady. Running off an external supply, still getting color shifts. From what? Power draw is normal. It's drawing 640 milliamps. What's it doing? Why is it doing this? I don't have external running on here. I'm kind of at a loss. I've replaced caps. I don't even have a voltage regulator in there right now. I gotta put a different boost converter on there. I'm still getting this. What is going on here? Should I try a different grounding spot? Let's try that. Let's pull the power off of this right now. Okay, so there's no power going in there right now. Thought it was a 5-volt regulator. It's not even hooked in there right now. Do I have a bad ground spot? Let me move the ground over instead of being on there. Let me try a different ground. What is your major malfunction is the question. Hooking into that ground instead. Just go back to voltage because the current draw was perfectly normal. So we're going to go back to volts DC. That guy there. And this guy here. Alright. So what is the problem? Is it the external joystick controller? That looks normal. .9 volts. Let me turn this off. I'll put it on the regulated, on the adjustable supply. Move that over. Instead of fixed supply, I'll do adjustable. We're at 5.05 right there. Let's turn it up slightly. Let's go up to 5 1/4. See if that helps. Oops. Let me see if I get her dead on 5. What happens? Okay, that's just a hair over 5. So what is the issue? Okay. Oh, there's a color shift there. What is it? 5 volts is dead on. Don't get it. I even hooked up the external screen. I need some color shifts, but it's not completely falling out. See, it's not great, but it's holding for now. So what I don't get is why you can see the 5 volt is holding steady the whole time. What is it? Okay. Why is that so blown out on the image? Let's get some more light on there. It's getting real dark. Why? Alright, so image quality's going to crap. So why? Let's take a look here. Turn off the internal screen for a second. Come back on. Screen is pretty dark. Power coming in. It's right here. clean. Power's clean. Image is getting worse. And if I hook this up to an external screen, I bet you it's going to look the same. Let me turn on my external monitor here. I don't have it hooked up with a capture card right now. I'm just running straight into the screen. Where's the cable? Too many cables. Too many cables. There. And I bet you it looks the same on the external one. I'm going to check it right now. Give me a break, come on, get in there. So it's brighter, but I'm getting color shifts on the AV out, so it's got to be something on this guy. What is it? Flux cable's not doing anything. Is it electromagnetic interference? As I'm holding the screen up like this, and it's not changing. If I put it down like that, does it start getting more cattywampus again? Not yet. Do I need... what could that be? Do I need to put an EMI shield under here? Huh. Let's think it out loud here. See, now the image looks nice and steady. Well, that's interesting. This is actually something I was hoping to see, other than the hard failure in the 5-volt regulator. That was fun. But you look here, the image looks good, and it's not varying on the output. And all I did was move that screen away and closer. Do I need... Am I getting back I'm sorry, this is way too technical. Am I getting back EMI on the cables? Which is a possibility. Back EMI is the electromagnetic interference coming back down on the those lines. Because look at it now. It's holding steady. It looks great. Wow. Well, well, this is fascinating. Why is it holding steady now? All they did was move it a little bit, and it came right back. I'm looking at an external screen here. And it looks great. No color shifts at all. Is it back EMI coming off of the line? Am I getting interference through the composite line? Maybe that's what it is. Well, no matter what, I lost the 5-volt regulator on there for some reason. And I took out this guy for the high voltage circuit. So, wow. Is it back EMI? I think I'm fighting two different problems. One of them was the 5-volt regulator was going cattywampus, and then the EMI, electromagnetic interference, coming back down through the signal lines being fed back into the nomad circuitry. so I can shorten the lines. I'm using pretty thick. Maybe if I go twisted pair or shield. I could shield the whole, shield that bundle as long as I don't hit anything. Well, I'm gonna have to think about this one. See, now why is it looking so good now? Play a little more. What the heck? Yeah, how do we get out of this little prison cell here? Thanks. Is that no man's land? Man, image is looking great right now. It's the clearest I've ever seen it. I'm looking at the external screen. It looks fantastic. What the hell? Oh, I'm thoroughly confused. Alright, why are you working? Oh, I really hate this level, by the way. I'm still thinking it's electromagnetic interference coming back through. It looks fantastic now. All I did was move the screen a little bit. Do I get to go wonky if I move it back around? Now it's looking great. Okay. Wow. This is crazy. Well, I need to figure out. I know it's not too many watts. It's only about not even 3.5 watts being drawn. So the little buck converter should handle that just fine. So that's going to get put back into place. I think I gotta step away from this because I'm thoroughly confused. I'm just gonna let it run for a while. What the heck is going on, man? How do you start working? Come on. Oh, faith healing. That's it. It's you're healed. Okay, well, I'm going crazy now. All right, thanks for watching. I'll get the new buck converter put in tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm just confused. I gotta sleep on this one. I don't know what's going on. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.